Ringer recently updated their top 100 NBA players list for this season. So according to their site, this list is a year-round, around-the-clock ranking of the players making the biggest impact on the league right now. So let's take a look at their current top 20 players in the league this season, if we can, please. So they've got Jokic holding down the top spot, followed by SGA in second, Giannis in third, Luka in fourth, and Steph in the fifth spot, with Ant-Man, Tyrese Halliburton, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, and Jason Tatum rounding out the top 10. Wemby's 11, LeBron 12. Then you got AD, KD, Kawhi, Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Cat, who we'll talk about a little later in the show, Devin Booker, and Jalen Williams in the top 20. So when you look at this opinion-based list based on the Ringer, their team of writers, led by Bill Simmons, amongst others. Are you rolling with the Ringer's top 20 players list this season? This list was just updated, I believe June 4th, has been updated periodically throughout the season, too.
I ain't rolling.
Who's left out?
I don't know who left out, but
So Jaylen Brown was just missed the top 20, 21st.
I ain't rolling with the list as is.
Okay, what sticks out to you about this list?
Number 14.
Kevin
Fuck out
Durant.
of here, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, seven needs to be where 14 is.
So Tyrese Halliburton, Kevin Durant should flop, basically.
Or, no, I'm just saying, if I would just change that or put him 6 or 5th.
Victor not a top 10 player in the league?
Donovan Mitchell not in the top 10, in my opinion.
So I'm going to be real, this list was a little confusing to me. Some of these people have dealt with injury, but when you just talk about...
Kawhi Leonard is still a top 10 player in this league. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When healthy.
Joel Embiid?
Embiid, we'll talk about in a second, but he finished 84th.
Excuse me?
Yeah, but it's a topic we will get to.
Because he didn't finish the season.
So this top
But neither
20,
did Wemby,
is
so it's...
this top 20 this upcoming season or
No,
this
this
last
is based
season?
on the 2024-25 season. Like I said,
84?
around the clock updated list according to the people at the Ringer.
Yeah, just because they got him 84 on the list, yeah. On one leg, he's still top 20.
Important to point out, opinion, not fact. The opinion of the Ringer, a publication.
Is Tyrese Maxey better than Halliburton?
Is he the better Tyrese? We've had that discussion before.
Is he the better zero of them two? Who's the better zero, Gil? Maxey or Halliburton? So you got the jersey on.
In the throwback Pacers jacket, the matching shoes.
Both different skills. So this is just the end of last year?
So this list was updated early June. We've been updated periodically throughout the course of the season. Obviously, SGA, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Williams, only active players on that list still playing basketball currently this season.
So so you finished a full basketball season.
But Victor didn't, so it's...
Okay, in theory, just in theory, because it was this year, right? Wouldn't all first team players be the top 15?
That's what you would think.
That was
But they
100-person media panel's opinion.
Who would go with that kind of a logic?
Who was second
Right.
team All-NBA?
Like, why would anybody go with that kind of logic?
Second team All-NBA number 12. Can't be. Can't be. Not in the top 10? KD and Bron not in the top 10?
Bronny did not crack the top 100 for everybody in the chat is asking. That's not, I had just.
What was their criteria? Like, what were they basing off of? Just
So
the
according
best players this year?
to their site, a year-round, round-the-clock ranking of the players making the biggest impact on the league. Biggest impact on the league right now is their
Impact
word.
on the league. So, what the fuck does that
Brunson
supposed to
should be
mean?
in front of Mitchell.
The fuck does that mean?
Donovan.
Yeah.
So All-NBA first team this season, as a reminder, Giannis, SGA, Joker, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. I believe the first four were unanimous selections.
impact on the league.
Second team is Ant-Man, LeBron.
Cunningham
Steph,
could be
Evan
a
Mobley,
little
Jalen
bit
Brunson.
higher if that's included. He had a good impact this year.
Yeah. K did finish in the top 15 amongst the media opinionated.
Evan Booker wouldn't be in there at all.
Impact? Wouldn't Victor then? Wouldn't Victor?
Jalen Williams not top 20 in the NBA right now neither. So
Wouldn't Victor be top 5 at least when you're talking about impact?
I don't want to take Evan Mobley out.
Right? Offense, defense. I mean, it's just.
Cavs fans not wrong.
I don't want to take Carl out either. I like
get your
both of
ass
them.
over there and hush, you Cleveland fan.
We have multiple Cavs fans in the
We
arena.
can drop him down.
So we saying
20.
impact on the. We talking about impact.
We drop him down to 20.
season?
On the
But you drop him down to
NBA
20.
season, that's what I said. It's weird.
Ja-
Why? Like
As much as I talk shit about
How
Ja
can you
Morant,
put
they ain't got Ja on this list. Like it is.
Yeah.
Like where's Ja ranked on this?
So if you look at Hallie's trajectory, he was ranked 26th in January, 19th at the end of February, then 16th in the end of February, 16th, 19th, now 7th.
yeah.
So you can click on any of the players on their list. It's interactive. And
So
see the full timeline.
Kawhi top 15 missed most of the season, so he didn't impact his team.
Nope.
Then it would have been Harden.
Harden
Yep.
finished, I believe, 30th on this list.
AD
So the-
though, how did AD get?
So the
in?
guy who's 15 wasn't even a part of the team's success. And
Early on, but once he came back, he did help guide them to the playoffs.
The other,
So
guy,
if-
the other guy 15 spots behind him.
who did all the heavy lifting.
Yes, 15 spots.
It's crazy.
Wouldn't Embiid be top 10 then?
Come on.
Embiid, 84th.
No, what I'm saying, wouldn't he be top 10? Because obviously he didn't play, so we seen what that season looked like.
Yeah. Yes.
That's impact.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, for sure. 1,000%.
We think the Sixers season would have been better had Embiid played more. I'm just asking.
And the league, the league
your opinion.
as a whole.
That there would be a fact, Josiah.
Okay.
If Joel Embiid played fucking 60 games for the Philadelphia 76ers, they would have had a better season.
Okay.
That is a fact.
And I would agree with that.
Cunningham, like where his team was. Like that's what I'm saying.
It should be higher.
It's hard because it's the wording that they use. So you're not saying the best players is most impactful
For the whole season.
for the whole season. Then why wouldn't Cade be up there from what he did last year to
Facts.
this year? Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell from their season to this season. I mean, if that's how they're doing it, I guess. I don't know.
And you're
Why
fine
would the
with-
Suns be in there?
Right.
If you're talking
That's
about
what I
impact,
said. It's like you can't not keep that
That's what I
Kevin
said.
Durant in. It's like,
It's just a contradicting list on what happened this year.
yeah.
you look at SGA second, MVP, team had the best record in the league. I would say that's
But
very impactful.
you had the best record last year, so if you want to put him second, okay. But
Nikola did average a triple-double.
He did.
So,
Yeah, first five motherfuckers are still.
I don't think anybody's complaining about.
What
You
about
find-
Ant?
You find with Luka being in there, do you feel like he was impactful this is?
What was Ant?
Yeah.
I don't know. He shouldn't have been.
Because we're thinking, like, who's the best 5 versus most impactful for the season.
Yeah, I'm thinking basketball. They not.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, he could go up higher. He can go 8, 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, like, for the season, Cade, Wemby.
Cat.
I mean, we see what he is on the defensive end when he's in, where they look when he's not playing. So those are impact to your season.
So
All right, well, let's talk a little bit more Embiid. So questionable rankings on the list to name a few. Most notably, Joel Embiid was ranked 84th. Nuggets wing Christian Brown, a spot ahead of him at 83rd. Process's teammate Paul George also barely made the cut, getting ranked 90th, which is one spot behind Sixth Man of the Year Peyton Pritchard. So should Embiid and PG feel disrespected getting ranked as the 84th and 90th best players in the league this season?
No. Because it's coming from people that ain't never played the game, so no. So their opinion is, to them, should mean shit. So, but yeah, no, it's, who injured, who cares? They know what they are when they, well, I know, yeah, they know what they are when they're healthy, so I wouldn't put too much emphasis on it.
I don't care which one you do, impactful, who's better. There's no way that there's 83 people more impactful or better than Joel Embiid. I mean, so yeah, he can complain. Right? Because even if you put him in the top 20, no one's going to be like, why is he there?
All right.
not one person, no matter how you look at this list. His impact on one leg, one bad foot, is still more impactful than 50% of the people that's actually in front of him. Right, Christian Brown's his best game
For the season.
his best game for the season, Joel Embiid will get booed for. They'll boo that man. He scored 25, 8 and 8. Joel, oh man, look, he didn't even come play today. Boo. He's washed. And that's really, yeah. So this is the same thing when Cole was ranked. This is that same type of
47.
list. That impactful bullshit they just make up.
You're not going when you look at the list and you see a name like you just scan it, right? Look at the top 10 and you just scan the list and you see a name that don't belong somewhere. Man, you ball the paper up,
Yeah,
throw
you
that
don't finish
motherfucker.
the
You don't
list.
even pay that
You
shit
don't
no
finish the
attention.
list.
That's what I do.
They got who?
Like,
Who number 4?
yeah, when I just look just now, right? I looked up there. You got Kevin Durant your list shit to me from that point on. Like whoever you got in front of him is what it is, but the fact that you got him there,
Not serious.
it ain't. I can't take you serious. And then the fact that you got Joel Embiid 80. I didn't even get to
know it.
84.
We didn't even get
right?
to
I personally didn't even get to 83 and 84.
I had to
know
scroll
Joel
very
Embiid
far
was
down the
there.
list.
So the fact that you got KD, I was like,
I don't think anyone can name first and last name 83 motherfucking players. In the NBA.
In the league. First and last.
Just first and last
That's
name. I mean,
tough.
if we had to actually do this, Joel Embiid will be somewhere in the top 15 to 20.
Yep.
That means there's 60 people. We will have to sit there and just be like,
Oh, what about him?
what's that nigga that play on the?
That's him. That's it.
we'll knock that bitch out. The average person, not a chance.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, what you say?
But I wouldn't be calling Joel Embiid 80 something.
Hell no.
Hell nah, hell
That's
nah,
an easy.
hell nah.
That's a layup.
Yeah.
You get him off the list.
We're gonna go
Yeah.
for the one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with every team.
Yeah, when you get to 84,
and take
that's when you
the
struggle
best
with
players.
Yeah, the first 50 gonna be easy.
Listen,
It's
when
gonna
you
be
get
a
to
breeze.
84, that's when you start struggling with
Yeah,
it.
like,
84, right?
hey.
You gotta, okay, him then 85.
What if Watt? What's that nigga that play with the
How you
Watt?
spell it? How you spell it?
At
Him.
the end of the bench, you know that nigga. What the fuck
Yeah.
is that nigga
So,
thinking, man?
And that's the problem. There's gonna be bench dudes
Yeah.
that's in there like PJ Tucker. Yeah,
Absolutely.
hell yeah. I got PJ.
Yeah.
They Crowder.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah, you got
It's right there.
You got
PJ be in the top 40. Shit, we know him.
when you talk about impact, you look at Embiid not being there and seeing how trash the Sixers were, and that highlights and exemplifies the impact that he has for that team.
Well, at least he didn't have any of his teammates ahead of him.
No. I'm pretty sure Max
Max is on
somewhere.
that list somewhere.
Max is gonna be on that list.
He got to be up there.
Top
Max
25.
should be
He
30,
gotta be top
He'll be
25. Top
39.
39.
Tyrese Maxey, 39th on the
Who's
list.
38? Just
Where's
Derek White. Derek White, 38. Tyrese Maxey, 39. Paul George is 90th.
okay. Who's 37?
So they got Paul and Embiid
I mean,
at
the way-
84,
no,
90?
no, no. the way-
37th is Franz Wagner.
The way Paul played this year, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like.
I tried to give him grace. I was trying to give him grace.
Yeah. I started off rocky.
I was
and
trying to
finished
give him
rocky.
grace. Go ahead,
I'm just saying, like,
Put it in his face.
he can sit there and say, you know what? Okay, yeah,
90.
for the season.
90.
Yeah, okay,
90.
I
At least I'm on the list. Right? Then you got to go with that. Yeah, at least I'm on this one.
At least I'm on the bitch. Shit.
Man, forget about me.
I ain't
The ones you don't want to be is that 350, 355. Like, that's when you just be like, you know what? Just stop this bitch at 100.
top 100. I don't want to know past 150.
I imagine the 101st
39?
player on the list also. 101st player, like, damn.
Hey. Could be.
Like, are you just saying my name? Because I know at this point you ain't put no detail into it.
You just looking at the list, naming him. Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, 44th on the list, too, if you guys are interested.
It ain't has nothing to do. Yeah, I don't care about it.
I'm cool.
Wait, 44 off of how he was. Wait.
Yeah, he was playing good up until he got hurt.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's what they
ain't
did.
watching basketball.
Weird.
25, 5, and 5. Like wait,
They ain't
By
watching.
itself?
They ain't watching basketball, bro. They don't know.
25, 5, and 5. Holding the team down.
They don't like him.
And Luka missed, 25 games early in the season?
There's some time with the Lakers as well. So we asked the chat, is 84th and 90th a fair ranking for Embiid and PG? 48% of the chat says yes, 52% of the chat says no.
See, you put them together. So
Yeah.
yeah, the yes is for Paul George.
We're uplifting.
Yeah, you put them together. Nah, y'all dead wrong.
We're in the club together. Bron and Bronny.
Lump them together like that. Like,
Should Bron and Bronny be top 12? The chat, 97% say yes. So today's podcast is sponsored by Rough Greens. Sometimes in life, if you want to get to the truth, you got to look at the numbers.